The art building at SWOSU is one of the oldest buildings on campus, but also one of the buildings that are most in need of a renovation. The facade is dirty, the staircase too narrow, and the ceiling covered with AC and cables. Plans for renovation have been under consideration for 20 years. One of the reasons is that the age of the building makes it difficult to renovate. Another reason? Money.
It's close to about $7 million project. And so to find that money in this economic downturn, the pandemic, is going to be very difficult.
Once we start renovating, a lot of things have to be brought up to current day code, electrical, heat and air. A lot of that $7 million goes into those kinds of trades. We would probably have to borrow the money to do that. The state regents have a bond issue program. It's called the Master Lease Program, where we could borrow the money to do that. Well, of course, we have a new president coming in soon, so depend on her plans also. But I would say it could be 2 years before we start really getting serious about renovating it.
The vice president hopes that we could see the art building being renovated within 5 years. But what exactly is planned? Dr. Robin Jones explains to us the details of the renovation.
Right now we're looking at adding office space, and we want to bring all of communication and theater together. Right now we have a journalism lab in another building, so it'd be nice to have our whole department in one building. There's a lot of unusable space that's used, storage. We've got a room that's got a half floor in it, and so it's not usable for anything but storage. And they're going to hopefully tear that floor out and make that usable space, and we're going to reclaim some of the mechanical rooms and things like that so that we'll have more classrooms and office space. The stairs, if you do come into the art building, the staircases are narrow and the steps are too short. The plans are to take out the staircases and move them and to make them wider. On the second floor, we'll keep the main stairs as you come into the building, and we'll change some things to graphic design and the journalism lab. Currently, the elevator is in this area right here, and this is going to be moved, and new stairs are going to be put in at the handicap door on the west side of the building. The elevator will then move to the outside of the building so we can access the first floor. Restrooms are currently in this corner of the building, and they're going to move to the second floor corner here, so that we can then add it to every floor. On the third floor, we don't have restrooms on any floor except the second floor now. So the third and fourth floor will have restrooms. The third floor, because the ceiling is shorter, will become offices. And then on the fourth floor, it will be more of the design studio, classrooms, public speaking classrooms, hopefully to add a theater classroom as well. And because those ceilings are much better, and we have a skylight up there that will give us a lot of more natural light.
Also, it is planned to raise parts of the ceiling in the lobby by renovating a storage room and removing concrete which is located above the ceiling. The last major renovation took place in the late 1960s and destroyed some of the architecture of the building. The renovation would restore the initial beauty of the building.
Well, the outside of the building is really beautiful. If you go out and look up, there's some decorative items on the outside of the building that they're going to restore. They found a few, the architects did, as they were going through the building, and so those are going to be remade, and the beauty of the outside of the building is going to be restored.
When we get ready to do the renovation, we would like to put it back to the original intent of the building.